I am skinny!
Hey guys, welcome back. Oh, let me get rid of this mask. Oh shit. So we actually crossed 100 subscribers. What?
I'm seeing stars. I'm seeing stars. I'm seeing stars.
Thank you all so much for subscribing and supporting me throughout this whole journey. So a close friend of mine came in clutch and he rallied all of his friends to subscribe as well.
Hurry up!
And he told me if I crossed 100 subscribers, I need to get rid of the beard. Small price to pay for crossing that milestone. And I'm really thankful and really gracious to everybody who subscribed and who watches my stuff. Let's talk about the man, the legend, the myth, Nikocado Avocado.
No! No!
He's actually quite known in the mukbang space, actually in the YouTube space. So a lot of commentary channels have talked about him. They've made so many videos about him, talking about the different things that he's going through. He's known for his crazy freak out videos, meltdown videos.
I didn't post my breakdown. I had a breakdown yesterday. I filmed it on my phone. I was like, no, I'm not posting this.
He's had a lot of crazy content made, emotional stuff he's posted on YouTube.
Chopsticks and go wham! I wanna go wham.
First of all of the food he eats, the copious amounts of food, large amounts of food that he eats on a daily basis, what he's putting his body through, the sort of mental game. And it's quite crazy. If you just do a YouTube search on him, you'll find a lot of content. A lot of it is clickbaity. All of them are red for some reason. They're quite contrasting. A lot of the thumbnails basically have him either crying or about to cry or some crazy reaction to it in the thumbnail itself. So a lot of clickbait and commentary YouTubers have made content around him. So I wanted to talk about Nikocado because in my previous video where I talked about the hype of mukbang, I walked through some of the prominent Western mukbangers. You could not miss Nikocado Avocado. He is well known, suffice to say, in the mukbang space. You can go watch that previous video where I talk about it in general. You know, just going through some of Nikocado's stuff, I felt the need to make a separate video on him because there's so much crazy things that happens in his life. So he's quite infamous in the mukbang space. He's had a lot of drama with a lot of the other mukbangers, Korean, Western, you name it. He's had some drama with them. That's sort of become his catchphrase, or, you know, drama, crazy reactions. That has sort of become his signature in the space. So I first came across Nikocado Avocado. I don't know how I stumbled upon this video, but it was a video about him exposing Trisha Paytas.
Listen, she literally said, you want the tea? Let me be real.
He wants the tea. I'm gonna be real, okay?
I'm gonna be real. She's a liar. And she's manipulative.
And now she's another huge YouTuber. Also, she's known for her dramatic videos, her breakdowns, similar to Nikocado Avocado, you could say. But yeah, I came across this video. In the video, he basically exposes Trisha Paytas for talking shit about him, talking behind his back.
Yeah, I don't care for his videos or for his personality, but, you know, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Well, she had this sort of contest where people would make sort of their versions of a song that Trisha had put out at the time. And Nikocado made a really great version of it on a violin. Yeah, so he made this really great video. Trisha Paytas commented on it and she said she really liked it.
We need to get together in person. There's something about you. Truly, I can't think of any words to say right now. So she commented that and I was like, oh my god, I got noticed by Trisha Paytas, wow.
They got to talking and basically while they were speaking, Trisha was in one of the states and Nikocado had messaged her and he basically had told her that, you know, he would like to come down and meet her in person. Something happened there and I think he booked his tickets, but ultimately I think she gave him the cold shoulder, stopped replying to his messages, left him alone in that stage. The evidence that Nikocado provided was quite damning. He shows the receipts, he shows text messages from Trisha and himself.
This is really her account, Trisha Paytas, and I'm going to show you that these can't be edited. Like, this is what she said something. If I press it, I can delete the message, but I can't make a message appear. You know what I mean?
Like, looking at that video, it did look like she was in the wrong. And at the time, I didn't really know much about Nikocado. I don't think at the time when I found that video, there was too much drama happening. He was not having crazy episodes. This video was more of a sober side of him. I didn't think much of it. You know, the evidence that he provided was true, and I thought that Trisha was in the wrong. This is sort of the first video I came across, and I thought what happened to him was quite bad. I felt bad for him. I thought that, you know, this guy is kind of genuine, and it kind of sucks that it happened to him. But fast forward, I think a couple of months after that, that's when, you know, the crazy videos started to come out.
I've been feeding cats! She's feeding the stray cats!
Him having breakdowns.
Yesterday I had a breakdown. Shooby-doo, and I started crying all over the place, and I got a lot of hate comments. Shooby-doo, and I don't know how to take it in.
I'm home. Hello, we're back home. Shooby-doo. No. Stop feeding the cats! Stop feeding the cats! Stop feeding the cats!
Him fighting and creating drama with other mukbangers. So there's a lot of crazy stuff that happened after that.
Stop feeding the cats! Stop feeding the cats! Stop feeding the cats!
So it kind of kills all of the credibility he had in that previous video where he was sort of level-headed. Just sort of backstory, Nikocado was, for a long time, he was vegan, and he sort of advocated veganism, and he was going through a vegan diet, and all he had was sort of avocados. That you could say that's how he got his name. His previous videos, he was quite slim and sort of level-headed, you could say. He started eating meat again. Throughout the years, he sort of gained additional weight with all of the eating and all of the meat and a lot of the food. A lot of food. So you could see not only a difference in his physical state, but also his mental state as well. Like, he's gained a lot of weight, a lot of pounds on him.
What is it? What?
60, maybe 160. Weigh yourself here. So we're gonna step right up.
Roast. Hog roast for Christmas Day.
But also at the same time, his sort of mentality has sort of deteriorated. His mental health has sort of been all over the place. That sort of change from veganism to eating really unhealthy stuff has maybe done something to his mental state. There's quite a stark difference from how he was a couple of years ago to how he is now. It's crazy.
Are what you eat. So whenever possible, eat from the earth and you will feel alive.
Drama aside, YouTube aside, I would assume that having a healthy diet and eating healthy not only does, you know, affect your physical health and your physical appearance, but also your, you know, your mental health as well. And Nikocado sort of is a testament to that. So he's sort of become self-aware. He's known as the train wreck of YouTube.
Hey everyone, it's me, Nick Avocado, your favorite train wreck of YouTube.
Okay, his words, not mine. We finally get into the meat of it. So he's sort of known for his fake crying.
I don't have enough food.
Stop!
Hit me.
His wheezing over the camera. And just crazy absurd reactions to anything that happens. The smallest sort of inconvenience that happens to him, he'll blow it out of proportions. Yeah, and he's had a lot of crazy breakdowns. Breakdowns with just about anything and everything, you know, it's crazy. The smallest inconvenience that happens to him, he'll cry.
Look at the chicken. Bitch! Everything seems so hard for me.
He's had a lot of breakdowns, man. It's hard to count. I could make a separate video of him just having breakdowns. Some people already have done that. 5 to 10 minute videos of him just having breakdowns, acting crazy, crying in front of the camera. Yeah, it's just... yeah, I don't know. I can't explain it. I wouldn't put myself in that position. I wouldn't, you know, some things you just want to keep private. You know, some things you just want to leave to the world to see. And I don't know, there's no sort of boundary for Nikocado. He likes to cross boundaries. He likes to just put everything out for people to see. Some things are not okay for YouTube, so Nikocado also has a Patreon where he has some of the other breakdowns. I haven't paid for his Patreon. I wouldn't want to pay for his Patreon, but apparently he has some not safe for work stuff, not safe for YouTube stuff, a little more adult themes, adult themed videos, things that are not YouTuber friendly, kid friendly. So he puts those stuff on his Patreon, and it's safe to say that it's quite cringy, quite obscene.
Avocado's butthole. Why is it so big?
So I don't want to get into that. I guess there's where the line's drawn, at least on YouTube. But then again, it's on Patreon. He's quite an open personality. Alright, so coming to him and his husband. Okay, there are at least 5 or like 6 videos of him saying that he's gonna break up with his husband. Or I don't know if they're still together. His husband's name is Orlin. Yeah, I don't know if Nick and Orlin are together still, but man, there's so many videos about them saying that they're gonna break up, but they're back together, and then they break up, and then they're back together. It's quite like their relationship is all over the place, to say the least. It's quite, I don't know, man. Like, if I was in that position and my partner and we fought like that, I don't know, I would just bolt, like I would leave. Because for me, I really do value my mental state, my mental health. Just constantly fighting like that, I wouldn't be able to take it. You know, I guess they sort of are used to each other. Well, they're okay with each other, you could say. But yeah, they get into a lot of fights. A lot of fights.
All this right now!
It seems to me that Nick's always sort of in the wrong and he really mistreats Orlin. So it's good to see Orlin fighting back and Orlin having the upper hand, and he burns Nikocado like crazy. Do you think the food's spicy? You should see Orlin's burns.
You should be able to hug me. I don't want to hug you. You're smelly and stinky.
Here.
Pale.
Well, excuse
Like
me,
a ghost.
excuse me, excuse
You look
me.
like Casper, the
Excuse
unfriendly
me.
ghost.
I'm gonna be showing you how to get fat.
Man, it's good. It's some really good stuff. So yeah, they have a really interesting relationship, to say the least. It's sad to see Orlin taking that sort of abuse, but he has his moments where he comes up on top and he retaliates and he gets back at Nikocado. So that's kind of good to see.
Eat it. Get it. Pick it up.
So one of the things that you'll notice is this is something really crazy, and you could see that they're pushing down their patrons in people's throats.
Stop it or wear it like a beret. Wear it like a beret. Orlin, I'm not for Stop! Take that shit. Don't throw food at me. You have no manners. You don't have Don't throw out my finger.
Oh my god, like, I don't know how people can do that. I don't know how they do that. The fights that they create just so that they could push people to pay for content to watch the fights in full. And I don't know why they're blurring out, why they can't sort of show it on YouTube. Okay, that kind of makes sense as to why they wouldn't have it on YouTube. That's something I'm not comfortable with, like, just, you know, sort of creating fights just so that you could have it on Patreon, luring people to pay for Patreon, pay for a subscription just to watch those fights. And it didn't feel right to me. It felt very, very weird, very wrong. It was a wrong thing to do. But yeah, it's just one of the ways that he sort of other areas to make money, you know? Yeah, a lot of his videos get huge amounts of views. The crazy reactions and the breakdowns and the fights get so many views. So it's you can clearly see that money is something that motivates Nick. He also has a cameo as well, so he plugs that. I think at the start of every video he'll plug his cameo as well, so people can go there and just pay for him too, so people can pay Nick to say some stuff about them.
For something more personal, get a video from me directly on Cameo, where we can also DM each other and chat one-on-one.
You know, at the same time, I would sort of commend him on his digital savviness, commend him on different ways that he makes money. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I guess to each their own. He's you could say he does love the attention. He does love the drama. Yeah, that's just the person Nikocado is. At the end of the day, that's, I guess, what pays the bills. That's what keeps his channel alive. Unfortunately, the drama is what draws people to watch his stuff, and the huge like mukbang videos, the unhealthy food that he eats is something that he does every day, and that's what people come to see.
You know that I spend it on the food for my job. For my viewers. I get paid for eating on camera.
So it is quite unfortunate, like if he does stop, if he does change it up, maybe say no to the drama or start eating healthy, that could mean a dip in his viewership. That could mean a dip in the money he makes. So yeah, it kind of sucks. It's really unfortunate that his unhealthy lifestyle, the drama and the strain on his mental health is sort of what's keeping his viewership alive and what's keeping people coming back to his channel. It's a really unfortunate, really vicious cycle that he's found himself in. But I wish him all the best, and I hope that he is able to be okay mentally, compartmentalize that sort of stress and drama. He's maybe able to push it aside and yeah, just be happy. Alright, so it's safe to say Nikocado has a very interesting lifestyle. He does some crazy shit, and I'm for it though. I wanted to put the question to you guys. What do you guys think about Nikocado Avocado? Watching some of his stuff, like, do you think it's all a facade that he's putting on? He's doing the drama just for the views. He's doing the crazy breakout just for the views. What kind of shenanigans do you think he's gonna get into next? What other YouTubers that maybe you want me to talk about as well? Somebody who's had a lot of drama. Alright, I'll leave the question to you guys. Let me know in the comment section below who do you want me to cover next, or what other YouTubers have had a lot of drama. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do watch some of my previous videos as well. Watch the other What's the Hype mukbang I made. Talks about mukbang and where it came from and the different types of mukbangers as well. So have a look at that if you haven't watched it. Watch some of my other skits as well. I just dropped another skit a few weeks ago with Arnab Goswami. He's really out there Indian personality. He's an Indian journalist, so please do watch that as well. Watch some of my other skits as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and that's all for me in this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Yalla, bye!